right, so we're here with Ricky Russell, Washington native, racing back east, trying to do a little GNCC action. So, how's the transition from East Coast or from West Coast to East Coast?
I think one of the biggest things is going from 2.5 hour local hare scrambles to 3 hours. I mean, just that extra half hour is a big difference.
Like training wise, you got to just step it up a little bit more, or
Yeah, I mean, so back home, I didn't train much. I rode. I worked out here and there. But now, I mean, being over here, I don't have a job. I'm just training every day pretty much. And then riding at least 3 times a week. And then training with WIBs as much as I can.
that's got to be pretty cool, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I like we're in a good position here because I'm literally 5 minutes from Paul's house, and we pretty much, it's part of the deal is for me to ride with him at least 3 times a week and train with him.
so some people don't know. You hooked up with Jason Rains or the Am Pro guys, or how's that?
Yeah.
How's that situation?
Well, so Jason, is Washington local hero, and he came over here, did East Coast stuff for a while, and became factory Yamaha. And pretty much, we raced with him back home a couple times, and I talked to him here and there, and I pretty much just hooked up with him, and he hooked me up over here with Randy Hawkins, and we're actually staying in his garage/bunkhouse, and that's how it all started.
So it's like a university for you guys. It's like you guys going to college and the dorms.
Kind of got the same local crew. We all pretty much do something every day all together. Bicycle. I mean, today we jet skied after we rode dirt bikes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So last weekend was Big Sky. What made you think you wanted to go to that, or like?
I mean, it's a race I've always wanted to do. It's always conflicted with like local races back home when I was fighting for championships back home, and so I never got to do it. And then I was over here, and they were talking about how the Am Pro team went over there last year, and so Paul's injured right now, so I kind of, in a way, filled in for him. I mean, Jordan still went there, and then I just went over to see what I could do.
So obviously Paul went last year. He probably gave you every tip he could, under the moon, to do good. But I know
Paul's only tip, I think, is pin it.
Was it really?
Pretty much.
Oh man! So what expectations did you have when you got there? I mean, that was the first time me ever going there, and I was like hard just to breathe once we got there.
Yeah, we got there and we went for a jog right off the bat, and I couldn't believe it was terrible. You're gasping for air after running 100 feet.
Yeah.
So I think that was part of what got to me towards late in the race. Just everything.
Yeah, I mean, like at 7,000 feet, it's hard to transition to that,
Yeah, I think even the base was like 7,000 feet. So, and we went up from there.
So did you guys do any walking the course or anything like that prior to it?
Yeah, we rode the lift up and then walked all the way down the trail. Did the rock garden, walked back up some, and walked all the way down. It was actually a long ways. I got pretty wore out just doing that the day before. I think that might have helped me, but also kind of hurt me just for walking so much, doing so much activity the day before the race.
Yeah.
But it was also, I had some pretty good lines picked out, which helped me from getting my second to last place start at the beginning to get up there.
Yeah. So that all I heard was this hill is going to be just so dangerous. It's going to be gnarly for everybody. And I didn't walk it. I mean, I saw video of it. I was thinking a hill's a hill. Once I get there, I'll just get her done.
Yeah.
Yes, I could, but were you like intimidated by it at all or anything?
I knew it was a rock garden, rocky. I wasn't too intimidated by it. Pretty much just the first lap, we tried to go the straight line, and everyone kind of, Taylor got bottled up a little, then I got bottled up behind him, and Jordan and two other guys were right there. And so I think from then on, I always went left, and it seemed like it wasn't that bad. I just kind of paddled through it.
Yeah, the kick. You know, it was like a safety line because you knew you could make it if you went up and around.
Yeah, exactly.
So
if you weren't going to make it, go left.
So the start of the race, dude, that was like nothing but rock. I mean, it was just pure rock off the start. And if you did not get a good start, you're gonna get pelted with rocks like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot my chest protector. I had to borrow one from my friends because I knew just sitting on the starting line, it was full round rock everywhere.
Yeah.
And the whole first lap, I'm surprised I didn't hurt my radiator or anything. I mean, my bike was just getting peppered.
So you got a pretty bad start. You started moving your way up through the single track. It seemed like it was really hard to pass because
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, I was like hoping it wasn't. My friend did the morning race. He only got a lap or two in, and he said it was good conditions. And right when we got in the single track, it was pretty dry. I mean, I couldn't really see very well. I was trying to stay right on the guy in front of me and just do whatever he did, but it was pretty dusty and hard to pass until you came out onto the open road sections.
Yeah. So coming from behind, you just kind of waited because you knew the road sections were coming because you walked it the day before. So you kind of set yourself up for those road sections to get up there to pass people?
Yeah, pretty much. I knew there. I mean, it's hard to tell. Going up the hill, I didn't really know any. I didn't know the track at all because I didn't walk that part. Mm-hmm. But I put pressure on the guys in front of me. I would say some of them, and right when I get there, I'd look ahead and try to make something happen. The first lap was pretty. Maybe a couple of them were a little sketchy, but it was pretty just going for it, trying to get up to where I should have been.
So on the first lap, where did you come in at?
So first lap, I think I started second to last. I think my buddy Ryan Turner was last from Washington, and then we came through the pits. I think I was right behind Taylor Roberts in third. I think Roberts was in second, and I think Mullins was checked out a little bit by then.
Yeah. So you got by Roberts on the second lap. I heard he had a little bit of issue with suspension. He said he pushed pretty hard to stay ahead of you for the first couple laps, but he said it just kind of wore him out. So where did you get by him at?
I got by him actually the same place I set Gary up the lap before, and it was like a road section that went into the woods right after it, and I knew it was a pretty dusty woods, so I was like, I tried to make sure I got by them so I wasn't behind them through the dust. So once I got by them, I knew if I pinned it through there, pretty much they'd fall back a little bit because it was so dusty, and it worked out.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Like the day before, it was pouring down raining when you guys are doing autograph signings, and then like the next day it was perfect in the morning, and then it dried out towards the beginning of the race.
Was it your first year there too this year?
Yeah, completely the first.
I heard about it being dusty, but I couldn't imagine if it hadn't rained because it rained quite a bit, and for it to be that dusty, I was surprised.
Everybody said we were spoiled, which I was like, yes, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine the year before or whatever. They said it was one of the dustiest races they've done. So
Charlie was out front. On the second lap, you're in second place. You're in a great position, to try to catch the leader. Did you catch him at all? Did you see any of his dust or?
Actually, yeah. When I was still going good at one point, we came to the rock garden actually, and I was just starting to go up the rock garden when he was doing like the left switchback in it, and I was pretty sure he was in the lead at that point. I was pretty sure I was in second.
Yeah.
I was stoked. I was in his dust for the rest of that lap, and then I think his mechanics told him time to go or whatever, and he kind of just pinned it from there.
He stepped it up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I think he stepped it up a little bit, and I think I started to slowly fade a little. I knew I needed to pace myself because it's a long race, and once I started going a little bit more of a cruise / fast, whatever you want to call it, I knew he was going a lot faster than me. I never saw him again from then on.
From then on, yeah, definitely. So you wanna? Who's been helping you out? Like your sponsors, all those guys, people behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, I mean, one biggest help is Randy Hawkins. I mean, just for letting me stay over here and helping me ride with Paul and just hooking me up with all this. I mean, couldn't do it without him and Jason. They're pretty much the man's behind the scene. And obviously all my other sponsors, Ampro Yamaha, Fast, Flex Bars, those things are sweet. F&F exhaust, TBT suspension, Maxxis tires, there's Smith goggles, Shoei helmets, City boots. I mean, all the sponsors help out huge, everyone, and all my friends and family. I mean, I got people over here that help me. Lucas Statham helps me pit all the time. My girlfriend Jenna Barlow, and I mean everyone who helps support me.
All right, bud. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it, and kick ass the rest of the year. In GNCCs.
Thanks. We'll try our best for sure.
All right, bud. All right, we'll be back.
All right, later.